Welcome back to another episode of Procrastination Garage. My name's Matt. Well, this video is just kind of all over the place. Real mixed bag. And not only that, it's a couple days late. But what I can tell you is at the end of it, I am near the Mississippi River. So you're just going to have to watch the video to see how that happened. It's Thursday afternoon and I'm working on sprinklers. And apparently we had some really dirty water come through and it plugged up this sprinkler here and one over there. And in fact, this middle line that's running, you can see that one there is just barely running. And there's supposed to be one right over here somewhere and it's not running at all. So we need to get these cleaned out. Both these sprinklers have these little filters in them. This one doesn't look so bad, but that one's pretty bad. We'll go ahead and clean them both, make sure there's nothing in there. We'll flush out the line and we'll put these back. On this sprinkler here, even though the filter isn't so bad, I pulled out the little nozzle, and behind the nozzle is another little nozzle piece, and it's clogged up. So that's what's going on with that sprinkler. So we need to get that cleaned up and put back together, and I think that one will be working just fine. The way this works is that little white piece there goes down in that hole right there. There you can see I've got it installed, and then we follow up, put in the little blue nozzle in there. The nozzle goes in like that at an angle, and then you got to rotate it up because it has to lock behind a little piece of plastic there. Just like that. Hi dog. How you doing, little doggy? In pulling the second sprinkler apart, this little piece was clear, so the clog is all in this thing here, which is pretty bad. So we'll get this sprinkler all cleaned up, put back together. Both sprinklers are fixed and time to put them back. Oh, after we flush the line, of course. Our sprinklers seem to be sprinkling. This was one that was clogged, and that one over there is one that was clogged. Now this one right over here, that one's giving me a little bit of issues. It's going really slowly, but it is going all the way around, so we're not going to do anything about it. I did pull it out and clean it. Didn't really make much of a difference, so we'll leave it for now. Next up, we've got to finish yesterday's mowing. I had sprinklers running in this area right here, so that's the only thing in this little strip here that didn't get mowed, so we'll get that taken care of. Right, the mowing's done. Could use some weed whacking. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow, but we got something more important to do right now. That's right, time to prep for spraying. Again, that's one thing I hate about cherry trees. You got to spray them frequently during the season when they're growing. So I added 10 gallons of water to what was left in here. And this time we're spraying with this Monterey horticulture oil. And the mixing ratio is 2.5 to 5 tablespoons per gallon of water. So on the side it's listed in ounces, so I did the math and poured in the appropriate amount. Like I said, I just need to come up with a ratio somewhere between the 2.5 and the 5. I think I'm sitting about a 3 tablespoons per gallon of water. So anyway, we're ready to spray tomorrow morning. I expect it'll be calm out. It looks like we have a high pressure system sitting over the top of us. Temperature's going to be coming up and on the cloud in the sky, so I'm expecting an easy spray in the morning. I've got a few minutes. The patio's looking kind of junky again. It tends to look junky, but we get a lot of leaves that blow in, so the least I can do is kind of blow it out and maybe pick some things up so it looks a little more inviting. Not that we're inviting anybody over, mind you, but just so it doesn't look as bad. I mean, come on, the mail lady comes up and delivers packages here, so the least we could do is have it nice enough for her. Does that look a little more inviting? A little bit. At least we got rid of most of the leaves. Still got a few. Problem is they're going to keep blowing in. But more importantly, put up a couple of hummingbird feeders. Maybe we'll have some friends come. Alright, that's enough today. It's Saturday morning, late, about 11 a.m., and my daughter Ryan's got something to tell you.
We are going to the Yakima Elks car show today, courtesy of me. I found it on Facebook the other day. We don't know why we've never gone. We think it's because it's usually on a different weekend when he's out of town, but they have a new date this year, so we're going to go check it out at the golf course.
So let's do it.
Woo!
Next up is an oil change on the Suzuki. The problem is, got a full driveway and I need to get the motorhome out of the bay. So I guess we got some work to do. The question is, what is the least painful way I can get all this done? I do need to get the ATV out of the white truck. I don't need to unhook the trailer from the green truck, because next time I use the green truck I'll need the trailer. And so I think I'll just move the green truck out of the driveway. We'll get the ATV unloaded and back the truck maybe down somewhere in front of one of the garage doors, pull the motorhome out, park it next to the snowmobile trailer. I don't know. All right, I think we're ready to change the oil. Got my tarp underneath, got my drain pan, got 5 quarts of oil, it needs 4.8. I've got a Mobile One filter, socket to get the drain pan plug loose, and a couple of paper towels, and a funnel. So I think that'll do it. She's draining. Well, she's almost drained. It's not that I'd forgot a filter wrench. I really thought I could do it without one. I thought I could probably undo it with my hand, but I can barely get my hand up in there and I can't unscrew it. So one of these 2 wrenches will get the job done. Well, that was way harder than it should have been. Neither one of those tools worked. But luckily I had this pair of pliers here, and I'm not sure what those pliers are for. Maybe they're an old filter plier, but they work. Done on the bottom. Let's move up the top and put some oil in it. Oil added, and we topped off the blinker fluid. Now let's get the thing down off the ramps. Next up is tire rotation. The rears go straight forward, the fronts to the opposite rear. These are not directional tires. Also, I'm taking this opportunity to check the tightness of the wheel spacers I've got on here. So far, so good. All 4 tires are rotated. I need to do the final tightening once I drop the rear end down, but I want to check this rear differential and make sure the oil level in it's good. There's the fill plug on the rear differential. We want to pop that loose, put our finger in there and see what the oil level is. The oil level should be right about the bottom of the hole, so we should be able to touch it. And you can see there's been a leak back here. I just want to make sure there's enough fluid in it. Otherwise we'll have to track some down and fill it up. I think we're okay. The minute I unscrewed it, it started dripping gear oil. So I'd say we're good to go. I would like to change this oil, but I'm not going to do it right now. This project is 99% done. Just need to check the air pressure in the tires. Done deal. Maybe we can squeeze the bath in later today. Good morning, Miss Bailey. Anyway, it is about 7:30 Sunday morning, and I'm getting ready to break a cardinal rule of car washing. I'm going to be washing the thing in the sun, but the sun angle is still low, so it shouldn't be baking too much. But I didn't get around to it yesterday, and it has to be done. So next time you see it, it'll be clean. Cleanish, cleaner. Yeah, you know what I mean. The sun didn't hurt us too much. Car is clean, cleanish, cleaner, and all packed up. Wait, what? We are road tripping to Moline, Illinois, to the International Snowmobile Congress. So I've given myself 4 days to get there. Normally this would be about a 2.5 day drive for me, but I'm giving myself some extra time. So anyway, that's where we're going. We're just leaving town right now, and the goal is to get to Butte, Montana this evening, and we'll see how that goes. So let's go. Welcome to the Columbia River. Looking down over the Columbia River, there's the bridge we just came across. Headed down that way is a dam. I don't remember which dam it is. Wild Horses Monument up there. Sorry, I'm not hiking up there. You can tell we're getting closer to Spokane. We're back in the trees again. Made it to Post Falls, Idaho. You know you're in Idaho when the gas price dropped about 50 cents a gallon. Lake Coeur d'Alene. Starting to climb up out of Idaho to the Montana border, about 4 miles to the top of the pass. At the top of the pass, welcome to Montana. On the downward slide to Missoula now. You gotta love the speed limits in Montana. Look, a rainbow. Is there a pot of gold at the end of it? It's now day 2 of our trip to Moline, Illinois. Spent the night in a kind of a sketchy hotel in Butte, just outside of Butte. It was a Red Lion that is dilapidated and needs some help, but that's all right. Cheapest place around. Cheapest place was still $100 a night. So our goal today is Rapid City, South Dakota, but we're in no great hurry, so we'll get where we get. We're all gassed up. Me at McDonald's and the car at a local Exxon station. Just came over the Continental Divide. Has some interesting rock formations out there, really cool. Montana is expansive country for sure. It's about 4 in the afternoon, headed across eastern Montana, headed right into a big old thunderstorm. So much for having a clean car, although we did get sprinkled on a little bit yesterday. Yeah, look at that. Boy, you can really see it, where the rain's coming down hard over there. I don't know which side of that we're going to go on, if we are going to go right through it, but we're certainly headed the wrong direction. Good news, looks like we're missing the storm. We're going this way. The storm is over that way. Headed out at 8 a.m. from Rapid City, South Dakota. Let me tell you, that Motel 6 was the sketchiest Motel 6 I've been to in probably 30 years, back when Motel 6s actually were really all pretty dumpy. Lately they've been pretty good, but this one was, ugh, jeez. Missouri River. Uh-oh, we picked up a check engine light. We'll add that to the list with the airbag and the tire pressure monitoring system. But this one's a little more concerning. My check engine light went out, and the good news with that is my cruise control will probably start working again. Just made it to Iowa, and Iowa is our stop for the night. We're going to stop in Sioux City. It's Wednesday morning, we're back on the road. Actually been on the road for, I don't know, hour and a half, close to 2 hours. But more importantly, I haven't come across McDonald's, and it's 10:30, so I'm probably going to miss breakfast, and that kind of bumps me a little bit. So I'm not always the brightest bulb. I'm bebopping along, not paying any attention. I look down and I see my gas light is on, and I look at the gauge and the needle is down below what I consider the empty mark. Yikes! I look, I've gone 280 miles, and normally I'm in a panic around 230 miles. I just flat out wasn't paying attention. So all of a sudden I throttle back, I tuck in behind a truck, and luckily I only had to go about 5 miles to find a gas station, pull off, breathe a sigh of relief as I slide up to the pump. I pumped, as you see, 11 point something gallons in it, and then I decided, you know, I thought this was only a 10-gallon tank. So I look it up, come to find out it's actually a 13-gallon tank. So hell, I still had about another 2 gallons left. So that's interesting to know, but I do not like doing that, and like I said, I just wasn't a bright move on my part. The gods are smiling on this day, which happens to be my birthday. Made it to Moline and the Mississippi River. That's a wrap on this week's Procrastination Garage. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I apologize that the latter part of the video was in a vertical format instead of a horizontal format. I had done video for both TikTok for my Hot Wheels stuff and horizontal for my Procrastination Garage. And somewhere along the line I managed to delete the horizontal. So I either used the vertical or I'd have nothing at all. So I went ahead and used the vertical. Hope you guys don't mind too much. Just as a note, Procrastination Garage is now a year old and has done more than 52 issues. This is either 53 or 54. And it has been doing what it was designed to do, to keep me motivated. So I'm working on projects either out in the shop, out in the yard, or up in the mountains, doing whatever. So I hope you guys will stick around for a year or two. And remember, this is Procrastination Garage, and my name is Matt. Oh, one more thing. Put a comment down in the comments. Let me know what you're working on or what you're procrastinating about. Or if you like the videos, or even if you don't like the videos, tell me why. Again, Procrastination Garage, my name is Matt. We'll see you next week.